talking about going double, okay, going double in our team. All right. And, you know, some of us may think, how can we go double now? We cannot even go out of the house, right? Okay. Or now, you know, people are more skeptical and etc. But in fact, if you ask me, most of the time, the number one challenge I face when it comes to growing the activation and building the team is always comfort zone. Most people will agree, yeah, New Skin is a good company, the business is good, but many a times they are comfortable, okay? They are unwilling to change. So sometimes I'm so thankful to the crisis, you know. If not for the crisis, the people will still be in their comfort zone. In fact, you know, I've been doing a lot of activation, and now people are more softened. They are more open. They are more open to this opportunity right now. So, you know, today I'm very, very excited to introduce feature 6 of our GT's brothers and sisters who have demonstrated growth quarter over quarter. I think the first lady I'd like to bring on board, she's actually one of our executive brand director from Indonesia, from Jakarta. All right, prior to New Skin, she's more of a homemaker. We call Ibu Rumah Tangga, helping out a little bit in the husband business. All right, she has continued to grow quarter over quarter, 20% this quarter over the last quarter. And even though Indonesia is now kind of close to lockdown, you know, so, but she still demonstrates the spirit. So without further ado, can I invite Executive Brand Director Mariani, Ibu Mariani? Can you come online?
Yes, thank you, Lilian. Good morning, SD family. My name is Mariani. Yeah, I'm from SD Jakarta. Morning. Thank you for the system that I can share in here. Really, when the MC said what grateful that I have to say today, I'm really grateful that I have the opportunity to share, because I'm not really confident in sharing in English, but I can still campur-campur like the MC, right? Thank you. When I saw the situation, because last year I didn't seem so happy with my result. Now when I really focus, and because I want to make the accountability, I want to take the accountability to create the success story and bring back to the glory to the system, because I already saw my mentors is building that on me and my team, and I want to take accountability to step up for them also, and for me and my family. I find my belief and confidence back after the breakthrough that I shared in last JCT in March. Thank you for the system for providing us such a positive environment and can make us unleash our potential if we believe and we want to change. Because I don't want to focus on what can make my energy down anymore. I control what I can control. Start from myself. I made control what I eat and have a habit to do morning exercise every day, even though I don't like sweating, but I force myself to do it every day in this couple of weeks. And I think I had a very fresh mind and body when I feel I have a positive energy, because there's no pain, no gain, right? I really focus and lock the goal and made my team believe that if they want it and they really can achieve it. Every day I have breakthrough and follow up and follow through them. Massive alignment with my mentors and massive action. Leverage on the online system. I'm really grateful that, because in this platform we're really sustainable during any crisis, especially now. I can activate it all people in my surrounding, and I can choose the family member that they want, that they need the opportunity, and they can be succeed in here, because we have SD that can make us grow, especially the upline that always transfer good energy to me and make me believe that in myself. And during the lockdown, we learn to lock our goal and make things happen, thanks to the system that are fully prepared to be online system like this Zoom and SoundCloud. Really feel grateful that I am in the part of this the system. And definitely I will not compromise, because I know I must be fast and to keep the team momentum up. When I do monitoring, if the third day doesn't make any progress, I jump down and meet them and make result until they have the result and closing. And when I do the monitoring to other city team leader, I often video call to them and give the energy that they will make it. although they still didn't believe it, but I gave them the energy that will make it. They will make it. And the downline in the same city with me, I met them as an executive till they believe that they can be succeed in here too. They need to have the progress as a 10K achiever too, as the momentum before the Ruby. Because what my friend, I really grateful in the last LTS January, my mentor take me to align with Mr. Chua. When even I feel very low, yeah, one thing that I really grateful that he said I'm strong because I'm still here. That means I'm strong. That point I believe in myself. That my friend, if you are still in here in New Skin, believe me that you will succeed. You will succeed. So never give up, my friend. As long as we never quit, we will succeed in here. Thank you, system. Success together, together we succeed. Ciao.
Okay, terima kasih banyak, Marina. Thank you for the energy. I can feel it. I don't feel that you're locked down. I just feel that you're like flying, really above the clouds. In fact, I believe that we all can feel the energy and that belief. I still remember this word, one of my favorite words. You become the person you believe that you can be. All right, rather than you wish you can be. All right. So I think right now, at this point in time, as we are in the midst of this crisis, right, I think the belief level of the leader is so important. When you see hope, your people see hope. When you see fear and limitation, your people see fear and limitation. In fact, as I look at the results, I think Indonesia is one of the record high last month. All right, which is very, very amazing. Even though I hear very interesting stories of COVID-19 breakout in Indonesia, but the leaders are at all-time high of belief. I think it's during crisis, it reveals our DNA in ST leaders. All right, so thank you very much, Mariani. Even though you are just an ordinary homemaker, the moment you decided to take up the leadership, with you believing in yourself, and it's cascaded, duplicated down to your team. Okay, thank you, Mariani. All right, and I think the next achiever I would like to bring on board, our leader, all right, is I when I saw his credential, I was really in full respect of what he was doing previously. He was running his own business as a boss. All right, he decided to come into New Skin, and the next moment I know about him, he already became an executive brand director. All right, so without further ado, let's put our hands together to welcome Francis.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? I
yes,
think you
we
can.
We can.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, thank you to the system for giving me a chance to be a sharer today. And of course, I think one of the most important message I want to share here is the gratitude. Yeah, the gratitude that, like Lillian said just now, I was previously in the traditional business, and of course, today I'm already no longer in that business. Towards end of last year, my company was officially closed down, and I have great peace of mind. So if you guys want to know how scary a traditional business can be, is I can just quote one example. It was somewhere after the MH370. Yeah, when the plane disappeared, our business were affected, and I have a friendly competitor in Singapore invested so much, and he actually ended up taking up his life. Yeah, he committed suicide, and you can see the impact. And of course, what happened here is when I have peace of mind, of course, I go through again, more focus on my last year results, which I was not happy at all. And I actually set a goal, and I always reminded myself of my Why New Skin. Yeah. So I actually redeveloped very strong desire to achieve total freedom. And I convinced myself again and again, this can only be achieved through passive income with exponential growth. Yeah, this is the keywords I developed from Mr. Chua, and by going double every 6 months. Of course, what I can share here is probably sometimes that it's quite difficult to share as well, because I'm telling the truth and all the truth. Yeah, like Lillian says, always in GTE, she reminded us that sometimes achieving a pin title is actually it's not a good thing if we are taking it too relaxed. Yeah. So when I achieved my blue diamond, I thought I was somebody in New Skin, but actually I do not really know the essence of this business, which is the ST strong strength, which is the debt building. Yeah. So many times when in short, it's actually a trap, yeah, to me. So many times after opening a new line, I'm able to persist building debt with result. Yes. I actually have no issue in closing activation, but give up too easily when building debt. And I tend to agree sometimes with my downline's reason and excuses. So most of the time, I think I'm being influenced instead of otherwise. So this time, my breakthrough was to tell myself I can do it. And it's the same feeling like Marini just now. It was also after this year, January LTS, I really developed very, very strong desire to succeed in New Skin, and I'm able to empty glass and restart. So I 100% believe if I can leverage on system 3 treasure, I'm definitely be able to achieve it. So what happened is the the importance to create success story is important. This is I think a good example that I want to quote is just like somewhere in January I have a very good TR90 customer, and through leveraging system I go through 1, 2, 3, 10K, 10K, he became EVP, a Ruby in 2 months, and this time the difference is I continue to do that because this L1 is actually not committed, and previously I too focused always on L1 or L2. And if I get rejection there, I feel like giving up easily. Yeah. So what this time I found depth and committed builders in L2, L3, and this time my self belief increased, and a complete breakthrough in my own mindset on the essence in building that. So what is happening here is the willingness to do extra in building that and persist to build and create result, whatever it takes. Yeah. Like Mr. Chua always remind us, die must make it. So continuously follow up and follow through, manage to even build that during MCO. So I actually fully utilize the online meeting, and of course with correct positioning, pre-meeting, meeting, and post-meeting. So what happened is the willingness to do extra and persist is very important. So I'm very gratitude that I'm no longer in traditional business, and I actually don't see MCO as an obstacle at all. It's movement control order, and I think that if we maximize the system online, we can actually get a few very good result. Yeah. So it's all full of challenges in building that. Hard work and die must create result. And I actually fall sick in early March that I can't even speak at KLGRT. So to me, during this MCO, when opportunity comes, must grab it, because to me, this MCO is actually giving us opportunity abundance. Yeah. So to me, it's easier to prospecting and more focused influencing. And to be frank, a lot of my friends in business, they're actually looking for plan B. So lastly, I would say that I will gratitude again to everybody here, all my brothers, sisters in ST, all my great leaders, especially Mr. Chua, who has given me the word of wisdom on the total freedom knowledge here. So again, thank you so much. This is Francis.
Okay, thank you, Francis. Thank you so much for your sharing. I think I take away 3 key points from Francis sharing. I think first of all, the first point that I took away was that it is very true. Can you imagine Francis is still in traditional business, and he was mentioning about how each crisis can be a nightmare to all the businessmen out there until people can end their life. All right. Recently I was doing ABC with a lady who is from SQ. She was a C, obviously, and actually halfway through she was crying. She was trying very hard to control her tears because she has a lot of commitment for the family, and now she's out of job and she do not know when she'll be back to the workforce again. So in fact, really, so many people out there, they really need what we have. And I think the second thing I take away from Francis is that no matter how long you are in the business, no matter what is your pin title, the past is the past. I think the moment you make a decision that you want to turn things around, it is a new turning point for you. All right. So, you know, like what Francis mentioned, beginning of the year, he decided to let go his past success, his executive brand director title, put it aside. That last time he once upon a time was a boss, you know, he put all his past successes aside and he start afresh, okay, building new lines, driving that. And I think the third thing I take away is a very common myth in positioning to build network in driving that is that sometimes we always think it is the downline's problem. Okay, they don't want it bad enough. They don't want to attend meeting online. You know, they don't want to align. You know, we always pass the ball back to the downline. That's why we cannot drive the line, because they don't want. It's not I don't want to do it. So I think many of us fall into similar trap that we always not blame, but we always attribute the reason to our downline not collaborating not doing what they need to do. But I think Francis took full ownership. Okay, instead of telling people what to do, he actually take the lead. You know, he take full ownership. It's like what Kim Xiong always say in the previous GTE: if I want this line to grow, it will grow. Okay, it will grow. And how does this happen? I think the keyword is decision. You decided, you are the leader, you're in control, you can turn things around, whether is it crisis, whether in driving a line, and therefore it shall be done. Okay, so thank you, Francis, for your growth. And I think your growth is inspiring. Yes, I think you should go out and rescue more of your peers from the traditional sector. Okay, so of course, next, okay, we have another achiever also from Indonesia. Okay, she used to be a very ordinary housewife who don't understand English. I still remember years ago when I talked to her, she always looked at me with a big eyes, a bit blur one, you know. But today she roar like a lion, and you know, she really also have great growth. You know, close to 30% growth quarter over quarter, and very big growth. You know, so without further ado, let's welcome Fifi Tanojo from Indonesia.
Hello, thank you, Lillian, for this opportunity. Yes, first, I want to say hello, SD brother and sister. I'm Sylvia from Indonesia. Yeah, first, I want to say thank you to system to give me a chance to share. As we realize that the world are changing, cause the COVID-19. What I mean is the way we do in daily activity, like children on online school. Like today, when I do sharing, I also hiding in my room because my children also having homeschooling at home, and it's it's too noisy, so I'm hiding. Yeah, and then people with work from home, people become more creative to support their business. And the funny part in Indonesia, and it is really happened, the maid also run away, go back to their family because they freak out about the COVID, and many good story. Yeah. I feel grateful because a few years ago I chose a new skin. So in this situation, we are still okay, and the business still growing. And then I believe we are in the right and the best platform. What I want to share is how my team can grow during this current situation. Yeah, actually, all of us, we have a choices. Everybody have the same choices. Live in fear, or you will treat this as your turning point to overtake. I deciding to, I want to use this current situation as my turning point. As a leader, I choose to keep my excitement, to be positive and go crazy in this situation. Just go crazy and be positive. A week before Jakarta semi lockdown, yeah, I went to Central Java to give this kind of no compromise spirit plus this kind of confidence to my team. And I also do some posting activities, what I did to give some encouragement to my team. Like the story that the way I sponsoring new LOI, my neighbor, yeah, I still remember on that time Rain doing MTM. I think this is a very big blessing. I feel Rain MTM is a place for me. I cannot wasting this kind of opportunity. So I make sure the invitation login. Then I saw this lady, she not login. So I call her, why you not login? She mentioned, sorry, Fifi, my handphone, I'm using it for watching Korean movie. Oh my God, watching Korean movie. So I said to her, can I go to your home? She mentioned, sorry, cannot, because my home also locked down. So I said, no, I just want to help you to borrow my handphone so you can listen to the rain session, because this is very important. I believe this is can help you. And then I go to the house. Then she gave me the handphone. Okay lah, I will turn off the Korean movie, and I want to listen to your mentor. So she choose rain rather than the film Korean movie. Yeah, this is the story that I share to my team, and also uh, the day after I went to Central Java, one of my core leader called me, uh, and she asked me about the is that effective to go to Central Java, to go to outside in this current situation? Is this safe? Uh, After I talked to her, she decided, okay, I also want to do the same thing. Then she bought the ticket and she bring the two children to go to Lampung, yeah. And on that day, and then uh, I do whatever it takes to keep bring this kind of excitement to my team. Rather than I spread the fear, better we are focused on our goal. And then I keep aligned with my working upline. Thank you to Joanna Wira Atmaja, Helena, and then Lilian Ong. Yeah, I'm texting them every day. Every day I'm texting them. And then sometimes I do a phone call to make sure I'm in the right thinking. So I believe our team needs more people who can spread positivity and excitement, because positivity also contagious too. Thank you. My name is Sylvia. I come from Indonesia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Fifi. I know that you've been on the phone throughout the whole day, every single day, whether you're at home or etc. I really think I really can feel the no compromise spirit. Okay, which is our ST spirit, the no compromise spirit, and I think that duplication is so real. Our team actually duplicate the culture starting from us. All right. So, I also saw Fifi Stanojo's leader, staying in the outside city for 2 weeks, and just got back yesterday, because of the lockdown situation, and just staying there until the success story is created. All right. So I think it is at this kind of moment, we need to unleash that spirit, and I can tell you, your people don't see what you say one. Okay, they do exactly what they are doing. All right, so I think it is such times that really our leadership is unleashed. All right, so the best time is really now. We never take no for answer. All right, so thank you, Fifi, for your great sharing. And I think the last third sharer that we like to invite is also a very up and coming young leader in our family. All right, so she's really a very amazing lady. I hear her on GET Singapore, and last night she was preparing for SGC this morning. All right, and she actually sent in her sharing outline to her upline Kim Seong this morning at 2 a.m. and at 8 a.m. she's already sharing in SGC. I think this is the kind of leaders that we have in ST. That's why why people ask me how I know I can be successful in New Skin. I say because you have ST. Why ST so different? Because our people, our culture, our leaders, so I'm so proud of this leader, that she rise, against all odds, and she grew 31% quarter over quarter. So without further ado, let us put our hands. Welcome Lim Pep from Singapore. Over to you, Lim.
Hi, good morning, ST brother and sister.
Morning.
Hi, thank you, Lillian. Hi, my name is Lin. I shall do my sharing in Mandarin. 谢谢系统给我这个机会在这里做分享哦。我是如何在这个季度有31%的增长。其实我觉得是从我意识性要成长开始啊。以前的我呢，只懂得做事。其实团队哪里需要我就去。其实我的上线每次都开玩笑的说我是应招女郎，所以叫我就去。所以其实每天早忙，其实 每天呢从早忙到晚，一天呢其实24小时都不够。其实我心想啊，如果团队再大的话呢，我岂不是更忙？我也不爱讲，只懂得做。平时就有上线去和我的伙伴们沟通，我只负责做就是了。其实做了一阵子呢，我其实发现我做很多很忙，可是成绩没有我预期的理想。我意识到，如果要方便我的组织，我必须成长，所以决定找我的上线做 alignment。其实发现我有很多盲点，学习专注和紧密的一致性。所以以前的我呢，其实有时常跟上线们做 alignment，不过从没真正认真的对待它。有没有人来们，其实对我来讲都是一样的，还是有成绩。通常是上线找我，我从不找他们。每次要迁就我的时间，不是一大清早就是3更半夜，其实有时还迟到非常离谱。见了面之后呢，其实就把他们当成出气筒，整整一个小时的时间呢，就一直听我在这边谈问题。其实平时回想他们其实平时他们传简讯给我的时候我都会选择的在我的作业之后的凌晨或者是隔天再回复他们，从来不把他们放在第一位一直以个人的能力在做事其实有没有他们我都一直觉得都一样。就在去年有一些成绩，其实我创造多户的海外登峰游得主可是有了一些成绩呢，就开始休息了一下。我以为团队有了动势就顺理成章就会继续，其实没想到这一休息就缓慢了动势，没去把它当成没去承担结果，那成绩就没有我想象中那么好。开始抱怨下线不回全讯，真的是卡吗？我平时怎么对我上线其实就是双倍的回来一直在挑下线的毛病永远看别人，我从来不看自己。其实我发现不可以继续再这样，所以决定放下我的 ego 主动的跟我的上线 alignment。现在每天呢，我们都有紧密的 align 团队发生什么事情我都第一时间呢 update 他们。现在他们的简讯呢，或者是他们传一个简讯或者打一通电话呢，我就放下手中的一切呢，就立即回复反而发现其实这么频密的 alignment 成绩更好。我开始看自己其实proactive alignment 跟上线以团队形式运作成绩来得更快。当事情发生的时候可以立即反应。我也不再像以前那么忙，而把自己放在更高的角度去看事情平时我不爱沟通，也和平时不爱沟通的我现在也开始和伙伴们呢一起共同目标与愿景，组织每个月也创造无数的成功故事，也建立了小组和系统会议。紧密的检查进度即使当时团队其实发生很多事情天天面对非常多的龙卷风全天风，有成绩也风，没成绩也风。其实我丝毫没被动摇我的目标。换成以前的我我一定陷入在情绪中，向上线埋怨对这些下线有想法不愿多沟通，也不愿意见他们或回复他们的简讯。其实当我改变之后呢，我其实没有一丝的动摇深信只要有成绩什么风来我都可以挡住。其实就在这个1月份一位核心领导人决定放弃如新。当时我没有被影响，感恩平时有认识他深度里的人，在他低潮时我可以伸手去创成绩。反而这位领导人呢，自省后决定回来再冲刺，他也是因为我的准蓝钻不止如此其实还有很多伙伴的冷言冷语有些伙伴甚至觉得我只跟有成绩的人在一起，其实是他们跟了我才有成绩。当你目标明确的时候其实时时一定要完成它，你是不会被外来的种种人事物影响。其实2月份呢，是我最突破的一个月份当月只有29天，又是农历新年，又再加上那个新冠肺炎的爆发，我和我的团队把它当成一个转机。其实我们大量的谈人虽然有一些客户恐慌而不敢出门，我们其实运用了视频来做 OPP。我一个伙伴呢，甚至在1天之内呢跟4位顾客在4个国家进行这个 OPP那包括了美国、澳洲、墨西哥还有英国。 其实当中我们也缔结了2位顾客。在这个月份，其实我们专注于创造无数的成功故事。在3个月份呢，其实我也创造了一对红宝在当月的时候，他们所赚取在New新的佣金其实是他们在打工平台的2倍。其实现在的行情讲真的，就如于莲所说的，现在很多就停薪减薪可是在这个一对的这个红宝呢，他们却在他们这3个月份呢赚取他们两个月在他们打工平台的薪水呀，所以他们就非常惊讶。所以原本其实3月中计划要去菲律宾一趟，可是因为疫情变得严重，甚至封城无法前往，所以每天只能在视频跟我的菲律宾的伙伴沟通。其实持续创造成功故事一点都没有被这个疫情所影响到。所以我在此我真的是非常非常感恩我的工作者上线 Ron 和 Eva， 还有我的百万上线婷兄和凤仪的耐心教导，和贤敏系统永远把我们摆在第一位。其实在疫情发生时很难想象如果我不在贤敏的话，我一定很慌张。就在昨天中午系统宣布全部会议转成 online。其实今天我是 HC speaker 深深感受到系统的伟大和兄弟姐妹的用心在短时间内呢呈现出来像一个电脑白痴的我今天早上其实是进错那个 chat group 所以其实感恩有我们的兄弟姐妹们其实他们很齐心的在短时间内呢就在准时的呈现了这个 SGC 所以我非常非常感恩系统的付出帮助我和我的团队在这边成长。这是我的小小分享，希望能帮助大家，让我们一起成功，成功一起顶峰相见。谢谢。
Okay, thank you very much, Lynn, for your sharing. I shall translate to my best ability. Okay, so in fact, I think Lynn actually start off, with a very strong intention to want to grow and, to do well here. She used to be someone that doesn't like to talk. She just like to do. So she doesn't like to go to do alignment because she felt do is good enough. All right, but she's always very overwhelmed by the amount of appointments. She said now she's already so busy, 24 hours won't be enough. All right, so last time her upline will have to look for her, wait for her. Sometimes she's late because she always feel that doing is more important than alignment. Do first, okay? And when she meet her upline, she just dump all the emotion on them lah. Talk about the problem, the challenge, and she was just there complaining, all right, about her downline and all that. I think the turning point is when she decided to focus on alignment. Actually, in one of the pointer to go double is positioning to build network. Now, how do you know that you are building network versus doing sales? I think Lynn last time was just happily selling for herself and her downline. She's just selling. Maybe at most it's like a sales manager. But I think people who exhibit this kind of building network behavior are people who always align upwards. So, she started to do tight alignment upwards. She started to place priority by replying her upline and aligning with them constantly on the goal. Every single moment she put aside her stuff. Okay, so in fact, so this is actually one of the biggest turning point for her. She realized that the moment she started to align upwards, the moment she used the power of team, she has more than 24 hours in a day and she can do so much more. In fact, this year has been a challenging year for her as well. January, one of her core leader almost quit, but luckily she has been building that, creating success story. So not only this leader came back to the business and now is a qualifying EBD, all right, because and even Chinese New Year, is only 29 days in February with COVID-19, but she continued to create success story. She helped her downline to do 4 OPP to 4 different countries in one single day: US, Mexico, UK, and Australia. All right. In fact, she even created Ruby for 2 months, their income is even higher than them working in their job. So the Ruby was also very, very taken back by surprise and very happy and glad she shared they started on New Skin journey. So, despite being internet idiot, okay, like me, I'm also one of them, okay, she was having trouble, coming online today as an HEC speaker, but she's so grateful to the brothers and sisters who were there to think each other, to support each other. All right, so that's the end of the sharing. Thank you, Lynn. I think your story is extra inspiring, because I think this can resonate with many of us, that sometimes, we forgot, we behave the same way like we are when we started the business. We just do, but I think as we progress to GT leader, as we progress to bigger organization leader, it is so important for us to think, to discuss, to align upwards, okay, which is one of the essential, very top most important. I think I once heard this from GTE. 2 things that are very, very important in building a team. One is leadership, second is alignment. Okay, leadership and then followed by alignment. So thank you, Lynn, for your great success story. And we have 2 more sharers coming up. Okay, so I think next we'd like to invite one of a very outstanding couple as well, Angus and Lynn. All right, so they have also grown 23% quarter over quarter. All right, so without further ado, let's pass the session back to Lynn.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Lynn.
Thank you. I think good morning, everyone. My name is Lynn. I'm from Singapore. Once again, thank you and gratitude for giving us an opportunity to share. I think the growth, like everyone of us here, we believe that definitely growth is a must in New Skin. And this growth, we actually relate to one of the 6 points of how to go double, which is the importance of common goal and vision. I think for us, the growth is a decision for ever since we wanted to give ourselves a change. Yeah, this is further strengthened after we attended the US convention in October 19. I must admit that this time the convention hit me again. Yeah, it reminds me of my initial, very, very initial why I want to do New Skin. The feeling is so strong that actually burns out my mission. I think just like maybe previously we all have team. I think when we have team, we all want growth. But this time around, after the October convention, I think that I must be serious with the growth. So when we say we want growth, we know that this point is very important. And it's about us as a team and not just the 2 of us. It's not how strong we are. Because I think 个人努力, 个人能力 is very strong, it's not enough. We must be strong together as a team. So previously, our so-called common goals in doing New Skin is what we think is our downline goals. I think we keep on driving their goals, but sometimes in actual fact, they don't have results. And maybe the builders wasn't clear. We assume that they wasn't clear and they tend to give up easily. So slowly, when they didn't achieve their goal, they tend not to believe in their goals anymore, or even in New Skin. So now that in order to work towards our growth, we know that we must be clear, very clear in each and every one of them. We must be so clear that they themselves are aware of how are they going to approach their goals. So this goal, working towards their big dreams, is one thing I believe that throughout these few months, we develop a more sensitivity. And we tell ourselves that this is a long journey, but end of it is worth it. It's not the little goals that we will give up, because dreams cannot give up. So the feeling is very mutual and strong. We did a lot of 先做人后做事. So it's like getting to know every one of them. We find out how and why they actually want to come and do New Skin. The goals is so strong that they want to come together as a common vision. Yeah, so we all have a common vision together. It's not only one time we get to know. We did many, many rounds. We did many rounds of progression, growth discussion, and even meet up when people are afraid to do so ever since January, February, the convict season. So it's not that we are instigating anything, but when government say we cannot do crowds, we do 5 to 6 people meeting. So when the chairs are crossed, one table cannot sit more than 4, we do 1-to-1. So if the tables cannot sit 2, then we do Zoom. But we are not trying to do anything behind the back or anything, but we do whatever it takes so that our actions are proceeded when the goals are met. We want to make sure that whatever we do, we are doing together. So when you are alone, you are afraid. But when we are together, we become less afraid. We become more strong to do towards our action. So example, how we communicate very closely, we meet almost every 2 to 3 times weekly, be it online, be it offline. Every online meetings, we ensure there are success stories. We have 2 to 3 times online meetings, and we create and showcase success stories. These success stories will also duplicate another success stories. And one by one, the belief level go up. And then we did a lot of follow-up and communication again and again. We see whoever joined the new meeting, we follow up with leaders and continue to ensure success stories every week. Then it becomes a habit in us. It becomes inside us that we remind each other who is next. And the people tends to even now starts to volunteer their success stories. We have a new couple who use product even just 3 days, completed their BR in 1 week, less than 1 week. And then they even complete less than 1 month, almost 1 month, their executive brand partner, I think their Ruby completed. So it's suddenly so inspiring that everybody go crazy. And all this action is not only one time, it's consistent. In fact, all our groups level begins to rise when they see more and more people come in and people get success here. And the next person that come in, we do the same. We cannot have maybe one success story, relax, and then we stop for a while. It keeps on driving and continue to move on until the momentum snowball and people start to ask, who's next? Who's the next sharer? You know, they start to fight for the next sharing in the next week's weekly meeting. So we kept reminding each other, New Skin is not about bottles and portion. It's about dream. We must success together. So the goals and vision is something we had done before. Many years we have done before, but we may not be consistent. We know that this is a journey. This mindset must be inside us, but it's so important in the road of success that this time around, I think it's very strong feeling that we kept on driving. That's why we may have seen a slight improvement in our growth. So I think today this is my sharing, and I hope that everyone stay strong, stay safe, and thank you all ST families.
Thank you, Lynn. Well, even though we could be miles apart, but I can feel your mission in your heart that you really wanted to help your people. I think Lynn's sharing reminded me of one of the point in Go Double, which is common goal and vision. Okay, because just now Lynn was sharing her team and her, they have this thing in their heart. They fight together, they weather through the storms, the changes together. I think one thing many people always say, this is in fact actually one of probably the most challenging part in the 7th step is how do you make your people have common goal? All right. And I think through Lynn's sharing, I take away something. Sometimes, when you go to your downline, you set goal with them for the month, how do they feel? Do they feel that they are a part of your goal? Okay? Because I think it is very normal because we have goals, as GTE student, we are reminded we need to create success story. We want to be MDC, COE, right? So sometimes when you go and talk to your downline, when you go and align with your downline, how does your downline feel? Do they feel that they are part of your KPI to achieve your goal? Or they really feel that you are there really to help them to achieve their goal? All right. So, when you lead your team with love, when you lead with mission, that you really want them to succeed, especially during this point in time, I can tell you, your team comes along with you. All right. So one question that I would like to ask everyone is also for my own reflection as well, that whenever we align with our people, especially beginning of the month, we like to align goal. Are they part of your target to achieve your own goal, or you really from the bottom of your heart, you want to help them to achieve theirs? Okay. So, it's people follow people. Okay. They will follow you to the end of the cliff when they know that you are there to fight together with them for them. All right. So thank you, Lynn and Angus. Is inspiring. All right. And last but not least, I have one sharer all the way from Kuala Lumpur. All right, this sharer, I really love this couple as well, although we are not very near to each other. But, the boyfriend will be sharing, which is none other than Sam and Ashley. All right, so we all have known Sam through the previous LTS, and we also know his background. All right, despite all that, today he's one of the most outstanding leader that I've seen. Okay, the younger generation of leaders in ST. So without further ado, let's put our mic to Sam. Over to you, Sam.
Hi everyone, morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, thank you, Lillian. Yeah, I love you too. Okay, actually what we are done in this 3 months or first quarter of 2020 actually we focus on create a lot of success story. Yeah, because for me no success story, no talk. Without success story talk nothing to talk. Yeah, so actually I leverage on all the GET and GRT, because I still remember one point of time during a GRT, my COE upline, Andy come and ask me, do you have anyone recognized today? Then I say no. So Andy told me, if you want to win big in in this business, you must make sure every GET and GRT you must have people from your side recognized. So from that moment, Ashley and me, always monitor very tight for our organization. Okay, we will identify who is the first batch who recognize, who is the second batch, who is the third batch. Even though Andy told me third batch still not enough. If can, you must have your fourth and fifth batch. Okay, from that, in the this quarter, we really monitor really tight, to all the leaders that we identify. Okay. So during this period, first thing, of course, because I also a human, right? Yeah. So when we know MCO this thing, starting in Malaysia. So first thing, Ashley and me, what we did is we first settle ourselves. Okay, because we cannot, as a leader, we cannot have fear. So we do a lot of self-talk, align with upline. We must settle our belief system first. Once we settle our belief system, what I did is, I have an alignment. I open a Zoom alignment with all my EBP. Sell them hope. Okay, let them see the positive way in this situation. Yeah. So of course, as usual, when I ask anyone want to share, there is no one want to share one, right? Yeah. So after that, after the Zoom alignment meeting, Ashley and me, one by one individually, go and communicate with them, because we want to find those who believe and we can work together one. Okay. Yeah. So fortunately, we found few leaders, they really believe on it, believe on us, and they want to overturn this situation. So we align very very closely. Basically, we do Zoom alignment daily. Okay, see their chart. Okay, identify who is the next PR, who is the next EVP. Yeah, and we also don't wait. We don't even wait their upline go and communicate, but we go down with their upline. Okay, and the downline together to commit them, sell hope to them, tell them how this thing can be done. Okay, yeah. So because of all this, last month I managed to create a new EBP, and two leaders qualifying second month of Istanbul. Okay, yeah. Actually, what triggered me to do all this thing? Actually, I believe is the accountability. Because I'm a leader of the team. If I don't step out to do something, sure they will struggle one. Yeah, just for example, my house only got Ashley and me. If I don't cook, both of us will die in hunger one. So I have to come out and cook. Do something. Okay. Yeah. So I think I will end with my favorite quote. Okay. A smooth sea never make a sailor a skilled sailor. Okay. So I believe now the big wave is coming. We either become Popeye or you bye bye. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. This is my sharing.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Thank you. Okay, so as usual, all right. So I think really a smooth sea don't make a skillful sailor. All right, it is at such times I think our people must really step up. Okay. In fact, as I was thinking how I should summarize one word that could part us in my first session with you guys today is really the word called step up. Okay, step up. This is the time. Okay, this is the time. You know, the market needs you, your team needs you. You know, this is this moment. Okay, this is the best time. Okay, instead of paralyzed by fear, I think like what Rain always remind us, hope and fear, it cannot coexist. All right, you know, and really I really wish to see that in the coming months ahead, you know, don't expect things to get better. Okay, situation to get better, expect ourselves to get stronger. All right, so I'm so looking forward, you know, I can tell you, you know, as the dust settle, you know, as we start to be able to go for our big meeting, well, maybe let's say it's ST convention or towards the end of the year, I can tell you, you know, we will be crying throughout every one of your recognition. Trust me,